Hello, 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 hello. It's so simple that a 5-year-old can understand it. Always do your best. If it's so simple, then why as adults do we turn it into a cliche and not abide by it? Here's an example. Mr. Smith lives next door with his 6-figure income, nuclear family, and white picket fence home, but his marriage is on the rocks and his kids don't want to talk to him. Why? Because Mr. Smith has stopped growing. Mr. Smith is in his mid-50s and successful. He's earned the right to be exactly the way he is, and no one is going to tell him otherwise. But Mr. Smith is stuck in his own muck, and he doesn't even know it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fourth and final video in our video series about ancient Toltec wisdom. 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. The 4th agreement is always do your best, and it fills in the previous 3 agreements nicely. It's the linchpin, so to speak, or the nice zipper that never gets stuck, and you can always trust to hold your belongings. Always do your best. The world is in a constant state of flux, and so are you. Your best will vary by the day, the hour, or even the minute. You will have ups and downs, but you can always do your best. What does that even mean? Well, let's put it this way. The quality of your output will always be variable, but your mentality must remain steadfast. You must uncompromisingly stick to the agreements that you have made with yourself. And by sticking with the 4th agreement, you also stick with the agreements of not making assumptions, not taking things personally, and being impeccable with your word. Consistency leads to habits. Habits lead to an overall improvement in your best over time. That's the idea. Anyway, to illustrate the point more succinctly, here's a short story about applying effort within meditation that Don Miguel Ruiz shares. There was a man who wanted to transcend his suffering, so he went to a Buddhist temple to find a master to help him. He went to the master and asked, "Master, if I meditate 4 hours a day, how long will it take me to transcend?" The master looked at him and said, "If you meditate 4 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 10 years. Thinking he could do better, the man then said, "Oh, master, what if I meditated 8 hours a day? How long would it take me to transcend?" The master looked at him and said, "If you meditate 8 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 20 years. "Well, why will it take me longer if I meditate more?" the man asked. And the master replied, "You are not here to sacrifice your joy or your life. You are here to live, to be happy, and to love. If you can do your best in 2 hours of meditation, but you spend 8 hours instead, you will only grow tired, miss the point, and you won't enjoy your life. Do your best, and perhaps you will learn that no matter how long you meditate, you can live, love, and be happy." It is the action and doing your best during the action that is the key that unlocks a life of reward and joy. Most of us, however, only take action because of the reward and not because we love it, and that's missing the mark also. How many of you wake up every day and go to work just because you have to? You have to pay the bills, support the family, save for vacation, all that stuff. All that stuff that is necessary and healthy for living a good life. But how many of you wake up and do that and absolutely hate it? I've got money that's true for most of us. We've missed the mark somewhere. We've got it wrong somewhere. Like individually, as a nation, as a global society, wrong somewhere. And we don't like ourselves and we try to escape. And we hurt ourselves in many ways because we don't like who we are. Pretty simple stuff. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be complicated, as I've said before. Perhaps we feel the way we do right now because we've made everything so darn complicated. The paradigm shift occurs when we take action for action's sake, not because of the reward. And the weird thing with this concept is that the reward will still come. This approach removes ourselves from the attachment with the reward, removes ourselves from the attachment to the reward, but in return gives us the reward anyways. It's paradoxical, but not untrue. When you're standing there on Judgment Day and being questioned about the integrity of how you lived your life, you will stand there and confidently say, "I did my best. I did my best," and you'll have no regrets. That's why the 4th agreement, always do your best, is so important, and it really will set you free. As relevant as it is simple. So this chapter goes on for several more pages, but I feel this is a good stopping point, so I'm going to stop right here. What has been said about the 4 agreements can speak for itself. And you can also buy yourself a copy of the book. In fact, I highly encourage it. You won't be disappointed. It's a quick read, but it's a read that always has something to offer. I mean, this is my 3rd time reading this book, and I'm finally making a video about it, even though I wanted to do it for a while now. The book is as relevant as it is simple. It's so simple, but it's also relevant, and it is literally timeless wisdom. So Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the series on the Four Agreements, the ancient Toltec wisdom. Please like and subscribe for more thoughtful content like this. My name is Mike Ivison, and I will see you on the next one. Later.